Hey guys, so guess what? Haunted Castle Gaming just sent me this booster box of Jaelara Second Edition for Genesis Battle of Champions. If you guys don't know, Genesis Battle of Champions is a game that's a tactical collectible card game, and it's been taking off recently. We even had a Sod from Haunted Castle Gaming come onto the podcast and talk about it, and they contacted me and asked me to preview Jaelara Second Edition for you guys. So we're gonna open this up, and I'm also gonna give you guys my honest thoughts and opinion all in one video on Genesis Battle of Champions. So without further ado, let's first get on to the box opening. Right, so I'm just sat very uncomfortably here about to open this box. First of all, thank you Haunted Castle Gaming for setting me up. I truly appreciate it. But just because Haunted Castle Gaming has actually sent me this stuff along with this really cool mat that I really love, by the way, so thank you. It's so pretty cool. And also some promo cards. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be opening this or I'm supposed to be giving them away. I'm not so sure. I didn't get the memo of that. But still, I appreciate it truly, but I am going to be fair here in my analysis. But first of all, let's just take a look at this box here. Jaelara Second Edition. So far from games I've seen of Genesis Battle of Champions, the gameplay is actually pretty cool. And it says here, Jaelara Second Edition will be a reprinting of the best cards from Beta, Welcome to Jaelara, and Raise in a single set. So yeah, this game has been around for a little bit, but yeah. In this set, we are making it easier to get the cards you need by introducing 2 rares per pack, along with a chance to get a third rare as an epic. Also, for the first time, you have a chance of getting your favorite Genesis cards in foil. Okay, so there's a thing that there's a thing about Genesis Battle of Champions. They didn't have any foiling before, but now in this set, they're going to have foils, so that's pretty exciting. I don't know why they didn't have foiling before. Might be a budgetary issue thing. I'm not too sure. I didn't ask questions about that. But yeah, there's the contact info. This set includes 33 rares, epic rares, 44 uncommons, 60 commons, and 16 starters. So starters are kind of like the champions or something. Like the champions that you actually take over and like fight as in order to like summon creatures and do stuff. So yeah, so overall the gameplay is pretty cool in concept. So let's just get this open and let's see what we got here. So yeah, this is, oh wow, my god, the pack looks so cool. This is like the first time sorta that I'm opening packs for Genesis Battle of Champions. I know the Bakugan packs or boxes don't come with like a list of whatever you get, but yeah, let's take a look here. So we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we got 24 packs. So cool. So we'll start with this side first, and let's see here. Good thing Ryan hooked me up with some space for these things. Holy crap, these packs are actually kind of hard to open. Okay, there we go. Oh, jeez. Okay, let's see here. So, selective amnesia. All champions more than 5 cards in their thoughts must discard down to 5. Oh, okay, so thoughts are hand. So, each of us has to discard cards until we have 5 cards in hand. Quick shot. Cool. Flame jet. Stampeding force. Brought the Jaelara. The tarantula. Forked lightning. Sandstorm. And oh wow, there's like a full art of, this is long. This here is a champion. Long. So awareness has 1 space, 28 health, 100 mana. Holy attack 2 as a swift, and target gains 2. Oh, okay, cool. It's a recovery, so that's all right. I'm gonna put the champions over here, maybe. Meteorite. It's cool. I might use that. I run red and purple decks, so for those that are aware. Dark Brand. Arena, Dark Brand. Everything without dark weakness gains dark weakness. All dark damage dealt to this card is increased by 1. And Power Punch. That's a common. You can only play Power Punch if you haven't played another attack ability this round. It's a heavy attack. It's cool. I really like the design of the cards. I so far didn't get a foiling. That's the thing. So I think we were wrong there. I think a box comes with 3 foils? Yeah, chance of getting your favorite Genesis cards and foils. Okay. I guess there's only select cards that are foil, I guess. Got beat up baboon. I love the artwork of these cards. Seriously, it's like so cool. Barak Naga, and it's still Vigor. Target someone and the awareness gains 2 health. The next attack ability they play deals an additional 2 damage this round. That's actually pretty cool. Underworld Dealings. Look at the top X cards of your timeline. Put one of those cards into your thoughts and the rest into your memories. So graveyard. But it just depends on how much life you want to give. Vadis Sphinx. It's cool. Token. I'm really more looking for the red and purple stuff. Demon's Rage. Area range dark attack. Oh Jesus. Thunderstruck! You deal 5 electric damage to a target in Thunderstruck awareness. Oh my god, that's a pretty wide range of awareness. So, alright, okay, so this video is already going by a little bit too long, so I'm gonna make this fast. Okay, left hook, okay, shield, pwned, Limine, Shadow's Grasp, move target champions, or summon in Shadow's Grasp awareness to a spot adjacent to you. Okay, cool. Ew, Colossal Ant, ew, I hate those things. Oh, hey, cool, a stack token card. This card is a stack token card. It can be used to represent an ability that is on stack. Okay, cool. And it has a memory thing too. Ooh, Giant Scorpion. I think Dawson would like this. Place Giant Scorpion on a spot adjacent to you, facing the same direction as you, then exert it. Another giant. This is a rare. Cool. Let's see. Earth attack, and it has a counter attack. Inferno Pits. I kind of like this one. This is one of my favorite strategies. Walls. Hala. Covet stuff. Okay, so we're gonna the rare stuff. By who? High Sphinx. Left hook. Evil. Fire Pillar. Oh, this is cool. Fire Pillar. Renew. Oh, an epic card. Call to the Bones. Place a skeleton warrior summons from your subconscious on any spot in Call to the Bones awareness facing the same direction as you, then exert it. Repeat this 2 more times. Oh, wow. This is actually really cool. Yeah, conjure 3 skeleton warriors, so they're like tokens, I guess. So, place the skeleton warrior summons from your subconscious on any spot in the awareness. So that's cool. I might want to keep that. And oh, we got Nubia. Nubia is basic attack 1 for swift, and at the beginning of the round, draw a card. So you get 2 cards. You get to draw 2 cards each round. This is apparently, according to Assad, this is the best champion that you could ever get. So that's really cool there. Let's see, Chrono Walker. That's a rare. I might actually keep that one. Guardian of Balance. That's cool. Fire Cloak, Mythical Protection. You cannot be targeted by spells this round. And then Wall. Chad, when we were playing, had a wall set up, so I couldn't cross it unless I broke the walls down. Arcane Shield, Landslide, Holy Moon Cleave, Cabas, Wind Slash, Psychic Assault, Hurricane Sweep, and then what do we got here? Another champion? It's Fang. It's a yellow and red champion with 25 health, 90 mana, and 2 reduction. So Fire Shield, prevent the next 1 damage dealt to target in the arena this round, and Fire Attack 2. Oh, that's cool. Got more champions to choose from. So that's really awesome. Oh, right, we got Mongul and also Subjugation Strike. So yeah, those are rares. Haunted Catacombs. While a champion is summoned in Haunted Catacombs, they gain Spectral and cannot play any abilities. Spectral means that you cannot be targeted by attack abilities like Basic Attack, Heavy Attack, and Fire Attack. I love that they managed to put reminder text on there. Yeah, so far we're doing pretty good. I'm not really sure what the value of some of these cards are, Martial Sentry, Gust. I just really like the cards on the opening packs, you know. Surprise Fox, Adrenaline, Common, Yamaduka, Fire Pillar again. And oh, another champion. We got Odara. 110 mana, 20, let's see, range attack and spur. Target summon your awareness loses 2 health, then remove all exert tokens from. Oh, right. I think I have Odara. Yeah. It's, Necro Leech and Celestial Argument. I've seen this before. Sent me some. Haunted Castle also sent me some demo packs, so yeah. Man, we're just getting a lot of champions. I think this box does come with 16 champions. I'm hoping to pull a foil sometime. Infernal Lashback, you deal 2 fire damage to a targeted Infernal Lashback's awareness and 3 fire damage to. Oh, okay. This is not really that good. Rampage Toss is my favorite strategy. Stampeding Force, Diabolical War, Shi Fang. Place a Bahu from your subconscious on a spot adjacent to you, facing the same direction as you, then exert it. The Bahu conjure from the Shifa gains trigger at the end of the round. Sacrifice Bahu. Sphinx, Spear, Makara. Makara I think is pretty good. 4 health. Place Makara spot adjacent to you. Water attack 2. Water brand. Then oh, we got this is the Bahu token that they were talking about. Cool. Anguish Flame, Inspiration Modify, and Cast. Kill all summons, destroy all alterations. It's Purifying Wave, Anguish Flame. This is our rares. Sidestep, Jaelara Hound. But yeah, this set is actually pretty cool. I just love the artwork. It has the Magic the Gathering style thing. I'm still sitting pretty uncomfortably. Plague, Transportation, Rabbit, Landslide, Decoy Rabbit, Fox, Persuasion, Adrenaline, a Skeleton Warrior token. I might actually keep that one myself. Enraged Gorilla and Nuju. Let's see, Beck, Holy Attack 3 for Swift ability, and then deal damage by Nuzu without Holy Weakness. Enraged Gorilla. When Enraged Gorilla is dealt damage by a champion or summoned as awareness, it deals 3 damage. That's pretty cool. And it's a red, so that's awesome. Gut Punch, Leap, Shoulder Hop. Yeah, all the commons and rares I'm putting like on, or the rares and like the epics and all that stuff I'm putting on another pile, and then the commons and stuff is one pile. Another Skeleton Warrior, cool. Witch Bash, Makura. Another Bahu token. Barak and Stone Protector of Mii. I already saw those before. Displace, move a spot, and displace awareness. We still got another half left. Another half of the box is still left. So we're not even close to being done. Gust, Rompo, Fog of Amnesia, Tornado, Odin, Battle Cry, Fork of Lightning, Mystical Spear. Oh, another champion. Oh, it's Raha. We already saw Raha before. She's a really common range champion. A Zanbur Dragon and also a Yamaraja. Yamaraja is a blue and purple. You can only play Yamaraja's Resurrect ability if another summon has been killed this round. Okay. So it's a Resurrect button. And it has Death Touch. So Knowledge Simulation. And Flyer Aerial. Move on to a spot even if it's occupied. The only attack abilities that can target Zanbur Dragon are ranged attack abilities. So yeah, it has flying. Oh, this rabbit's so cute. How much Jaelara now? Dang crap! Last time Ryan was here, he got me some long boxes so I can put all this in. Dawa Jin, the Rampage Toss, Decoy Rabbit, the Enraged Gorilla is an epic. Skeleton Warrior token. So Enraged Gorilla is epic, and then we got Stag. I got a feeling they might have taken this artwork from a Vanguard card. So yeah, and Alalim, it's a blue. I don't know why Enraged Gorilla is an epic, because I literally just pulled it just a minute ago. And then for our final pack, can we get the Fabled Hollow? The Baja Skeleton Warrior again. No. Oh, another champion. It's Malik. Basic attack 2, heavy attack 4. Yeah. Age of Retribution and Revenge of the Phoenix. I love the artwork of this one. Revenge of the Phoenix. Execute. Prevent all damage dealt to you by target attack ability that is targeting you. Oh, okay. Execute again. If you have prevented damage with Revenge of the Phoenix, then you may deal X fire damage to a target in its awareness, where X is the damage prevented. Oh, okay, so it redirects damage back to your opponent that whatever is done. Okay, that's cool. I actually might use that. Okay, that's it. And that's it for the first half. And now we have the second half. Let's see if we can get some more hollows and stuff. As soon as I throw this into the garbage, that is. So, second half. We already saw a lot of cool cards and stuff. Wonder what will surprise us here. Let's see. Martial Sentry, another Skeleton Warrior. My god, I'm just pulling a lot of Skeleton Warriors. At this point, I just want to put them in my deck. Oh, hey, we got Rain! That's awesome! I've always wanted to get one of these things. Rain, Dark Attack 3, Living Shadows 18, 90, and 1. Move to a spot that is not in anything's awareness, then you may rotate. Oh, but you have to discard 2. Okay. I like that one full box can get you like a whole, get you like a lot of champions so that you can choose from them. Oh, we got Purifying Raven Basilisk. Ouch. Yeah, one full box, you can get like a range of champions that you can pick from. So whatever champions that really you feel like you connect with or you feel is your playstyle, you can just choose, and you can just choose whatever and make a deck out of that. So already one full box of this game already promises you a lot of possibilities. So yeah, so you don't have to spend like so much money and stuff, but still a beta set or a starter deck is also really good to like get started. Okay, so we got this, Instill Vigor. Okay, cool. Well, the artwork, a giant scorpion for an epic card. Huh. And then we got Rain again. It's literally the same thing, just different artwork. Necro Lich and Mongul for rares. Mongul, Secret. Yeah, this video is really long enough already, so let's just try to rapid fire this. Selective Amnesia, Tornado Wings, Adrenaline. Oh, cool! I always wanted this guy. Core! Yeah, Core. 20 health, 120 mana, and 1 reduction. Dark Attack for Swift for 2, and Mobius. Still, kill a target summon with 1 health in your awareness, and then draw a card. It's blue and purple, so I don't think I'll be using that. Anguish Flame, and also Yamaraja for rares. And then Jaelara Mist. Next, Flame Jet, Unhinge, Infernal Lashback, Skeleton Warrior again. At this point, I just really want to put a lot of Skeleton Warriors in my deck because they're just like that cool. But I know they're like really weak. Colossal Ant, Malicious Persuasion. Oh, what's this? Oh, I never seen this champion before. Erica. So Erica has 18 health, but she has 150 mana. Okay. Basic attack 1, Conjure Bahu. Place a Bahu from your subconscious to a spot adjacent to you, facing the same direction. Oh, okay, so she's a token generator. Same like with some other cards that we pulled earlier. So that's cool. You can build a deck around that too. So New Shul. I got it's just like really bad Mandarin. And then we're seeing Gorilla, Cane Blast, Chain Lightning, Displace, and another one. because my cousin's name. So like Recluse, Teleportation, Landslide, Shadow's Grasp, Dense Fog, Wind Slash. Oh, another champion! And I've never seen this one before. Kendra. Basic attack 1, Exert. Okay. Neurum, Exert, and 10 mana. So target champion in awareness discards 2 cards at random and loses 2 health. Oh, wow. Cool. Subjugation Strike. Cast, you deal 6 holy damage to a target in awareness. And it's like right in front. And then Stone Protector knee. Shoulder hop. Some more. Infernal Lashback. Page toss. Stampede Force. Diabolical Roar has core just doing that thing. Target champion in awareness discards a card. Illusion. Lines of Slaughter. Or oh, it's core again, but it's like the art that I really like. So yeah. Enraged Gorilla again and Guardian of Balance again. Dollar Hound and Dragoness Vixen. Still have not seen any foil. I guess maybe the foils are like really, really rare. Slate Ray Gust, Lightning, Tadia Jin, Water Pillar, Fire Pillar, Water and Fire Pillar. Fire Pillar is really cool still. Malik again, and then Vorpal Blade and Celestial Hagamon. Blue and a yellow card. Mythical Protection. You cannot be targeted by spells around. Cool. Yeah, we already got like a ton. You already got a ton of cards, a ton of champions in one box, and you can build a lot of decks to like get people started. This is already a beginner-friendly game. Leave Foresight of the Ancients. The blue card. Draw a card for each ability card on the stack. So stack is like the chain of this game. Another Skeleton Warrior token. Cool. Chies Madan. It's a resurrect and stuff. And Bolt Shot. Huh. I like the art of Bolt Shot. Aerial range attack 4. That's really cool. Displace. Still no rare. Still no hollow. But we have 3 packs left. So let's see if we can keep going. Tiger. Left hook. Sandstorm. Oh, another epic. It's that worm thing. Erica again, except this time she's riding the tiger. Call to Bones and Puppet Controller are the rares that we get. Second, your ally. Call the Bones. Place skeleton warriors from your subconscious on any spots. Yeah. Crud. I keep forgetting. Subconscious is supposed to be the graveyard, maybe? I think. I don't remember. I'll have to look that up. As soon as we're done here. Tomato, blah blah blah. Water Pillar. Akara, Shadow's Grasp, another champion. It's Nubia in a different art. Still, she's like the best. Apparently, she's like the best champion in this game because she gives you more hand advantage. So Maleficent and Chrono Walker. Quick backhand. Place Chrono Walker on a spot adjacent to you, facing the same direction as you. Then exert it. Oh, it's Swift Summon. Cool. So when Chrono Walker enters the arena, the champion that beckoned it switches spots with it, and everything targeting them targets Chrono Walker. Oh, okay. So it's like a lightning rod kind of thing. Whoa! Holy crap! This is shiny. Oh, Jesus. So an entire pack contains full of shiny cards. What? How many cards is there? Earth Pillar, Chain Lightning. Holy crap, this is so shiny. Diabolical Roar, it hurts my eyes. Inferno Ghoul, Your Rabbit, Tornado Winds, then Vorpal Blade and Vorpal Blade and the Arranged Gorilla is our rares. Thunderstruck and Colossal Ant. Oh, how many cards are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You couldn't have placed at least one of them in each pack in this box? Holy Jesus. Okay, I am so keeping these. And then the last pack. That's a nice touch though, having one whole pack being full of like shiny cards. Toma, Diabolical Roar, Lulu Corcor? Oh god, I don't know how to say that. This Lulu Corcor, just you exert ultimatum when she enters the arena. Any champion or summon may pay 3 health. If they do, kill the Corcor and Dark Attack 3. Okay, which is not really too good. Oh, hey, okay, so there is a shiny, or a chance for a shiny in one pack. So yeah, it's nothing really that special, just that. And then we got Idiris. So oh, I actually kind of want that. I kind of want to use this. Idiris, 25 health, 125 mana, heavy attack, and then Fireball. Deal 2 damage to a target in the arena, but you need to exert her and cost 5 mana to use. Oh yeah, Idiris is cool. Epiphany and Lightless Tibicana. It's our rares. They're pretty cool. Draw 3 cards, okay. And then range attack 6. So yeah. It's for a swift attack resistance. All damage dealt by Lightless Tibicana by attack abilities is reduced by 1. Okay, cool. And then Infernal Ghoul, Dark Brand, and Sidestep. So that is all the cards from this set, Genesis Battle of Champions. Miss some, but you know, it's fine. Holy crud, it's going everywhere. Yeah, we got a good amount of stuff, and I dropped 1. Like epics and stuff, but we also got a bunch of commons and rares. Or uncommons and commons. Overall, I don't think there was such bad pulls. Got some stuff, and also got a bunch of champions for us to use for building stuff. I can't wait to build decks, actually, to be honest with you. That's pretty interesting. And yeah, lots of champions. I'm gonna use that. Yeah, tons of champions to choose from. One box has a bunch of champions in it. Holy crud, these hollows are bendy. Yeah, I really need to know if this is supposed to happen or not. Like, one pack and it has like 15 hollows? Really need to know if this is normal or not. Oh, okay, according to Assad, this is actually intentional, but the odds that this would happen to anyone is, I don't know, but he's not sharing what the odds are having, so this is actually intentional. I guess I'm just one of the lucky ones, I guess. Alright, so what do I think about Genesis Battle of Champions? Well, Genesis Battle of Champions is a tactical trading card game, so you have to move the pieces on the board to like grids and squares, and then you deal damage to opponent or cast magic spells or do whatever with these cards. And yeah, it pretty much works like a regular trading card game, but there's also strategy and there's also like movement involved in it. So what do I think of it? Okay, so the good thing about it, I do like the artwork of the cards. The overall gameplay of it is pretty decent and pretty easy to learn. So I'll leave some links below in the description for tutorials on how to play. But overall, the gameplay of it is pretty nice. It does remind me a little bit of like MOBA games, but like in card form. And also, it's just really easy to pick up, and it's really easy to keep track of. And it's just an exciting time because you get to become a champion, and then you get to call creatures, and you get to like actually move with them and just like command them to do whatever and summon game pieces and obstacles in order to obscure your opponent. So here's some criticisms I have about the game. Well, for one, you require a board to play, so it kind of leans towards the board game kind of thing instead of a card game a little bit more. But you know, it's not too big of a deal because you do have to move it like chess. As someone who is a fan of chess and strategy games as well as trading card games, I think this is a pretty good mix, though it is leaning a little bit towards the board game kind of thing. Another thing, it requires a lot of pieces to play. So you need D20 dice, you need dice for you need dice for like everything that's on the board. So you might have like 6 creatures on the board and you need dice for everything of those because you gotta keep track of their health scores and all that. And also you need tokens, or you actually need exert tokens in order to tell which creature is exerted so they can't do anything anymore. So if you don't have those, you have to use something else. Like for me, we used Baku cores in order to make the exert tokens. But yeah, there's a lot of pieces required, and there's a lot of things you gotta remember, and you just gotta keep track of everything. Otherwise, you're gonna lose. Otherwise, you're gonna be confused. And you just have to base everything on memorization. I would have really liked it if they had like an abacus or something like they did in Dungeon Dice Monsters, but still, I don't think that would solve much of the issues at hand. Overall, you need a pen and paper and stuff in order to actually keep track of the game. However, I do like the game's strategic elements. My favorite strategy is actually putting a fire pit onto the board, and then using Rampage Toss to toss one of my opponent's creatures or champion into the fire pit and dealing them more damage. That's like one of my favorite strategies. Chad pretty much built an entire wall on the field, and I have to like either leap across it or I have to destroy the wall. So that's the thing there. The gameplay of it just gets engaging as it goes on. Another thing I want to bring up is deck building. Deck building, 50 cards, and your cards cannot exceed the amount of chi, which is 250. So you can't exceed 250 chi. So each card has its own chi value. So like there's like 3s and 4s up to like 8s, and yeah, chi value is between 3 and 8, but you can't exceed 250 chi. So deck building gets a little bit hard, but overall, deck building is really fun because you're not limited to how many copies of a card. I can literally have all 50 of my cards being O10 if I want to, but you know, I wouldn't have much room for anything else, like creatures and like obstacles and other sort of things. But yeah, deck building gets complicated, but you know, it's pretty engaging time looking through all the cards and just picking out your arsenal. It's just overall, it gets complicated, but it gets easier as it goes on. But yeah, those are my like initial thoughts on Genesis Battle of Champions. Hopefully this box opening was decent enough for you guys. I still can't believe I pulled like an entire pack of holos. It's like that one episode of SpongeBob where Patrick pulled an entire pack of that rare Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy card. But yeah, it's overall Genesis Battle of Champions. I do see some potential in it, but there could be some work down the line. But overall, it's an exciting time, and guess what? Jaelara Second Edition is coming out this Friday. That's right. This Friday, Jaelara Second Edition is coming out, and you already seen what I pulled here, especially that all holo pack. That one, that was pretty awesome. And if you guys want to get Jaelara Second Edition, release date is this Friday, August 20th. So be sure to check out more Genesis Battle of Champions. They have a card log, they have a website, and everything else. There are tutorial videos for you to get started, so be sure to check that out. But anyways, that is my thoughts on Genesis Battle of Champions, and that is my opening of Jaelara Second Edition. Again, thank you Haunted Castle for bringing me this stuff. It's pretty awesome. Oh right, this thing. I don't know if I'm supposed to be opening this or not, but let's take a look at what's in here. Oh, it's a little card. Hello, Haru Ren. It was a lot of fun doing Genesis with you. You have such a wonderful energy about you. I am not surprised why people love to watch your videos. Aw, thank you. We are so grateful that you're interested in Genesis. Holy crap, I couldn't read that. And we hope your community loves the game. Regards, Assad, Chris H, and Haunted Castle Gaming Team. Oh, so this is a personalized note. And we got some promo cards or something. What's in here? Purifying wave, purifying wave, purifying wave, purifying wave, purifying wave, and purifying wave. Oh, and one of them's autographed by Assad. That's awesome. Purifying wave. Kill all summons, destroy all alterations. Okay, we got multiple copies of Purifying Wave as a promo. Thank you, Haunted Castle Gaming, for setting me up. I hope we can do some gameplay videos very soon. But yeah, well, based on the games that we played over the weekend, it was we had a pretty swell time. So hopefully we'll get to do some more Genesis content. But be sure to press the like button and give us a subscribe for more awesome content. I've been Haru Ren. Thank God for Rapid Fire. Bye.